Hey guys, this is a quick video about news agencies, newspapers, mass media, and how you can do a better job at picking a source for information that you may be looking for. Thanks to Elon Musk and Doge, we all found out that our news media is controlled, feeding us propaganda, fake news stories, all to keep us blinded about what's really going on in the world. I think a lot of us were already kind of suspect of our news media, but it's like a whole different story to have it confirmed by Elon Musk and Doge and have actual monies traced back to the news media. So what I did was go into my old Twitter account so I can show you some of the ways that I used to make my way around these guys. A good rule that I follow is that if I want to know information about a particular area, then I look for a news source that is local to that particular region. Like if I want to know something about Kenya, then I find a news source in Kenya. If I want to know something about Japan, then I find a news source in Japan. I think you guys get where I'm coming from, so I'm just going to scroll through a couple of these so you'll get an idea of what kind of news media is out there. And by the way, this is a Russian news media. And one of the things I like about Russian news media is that they don't care about making the United States look good when they tell their stories. All they care about is the stories, and they're going to tell it like it is, especially if it's bad about the United States. So if you really want to hear the downright truth, Russia's going to tell it to you. I like keeping up with news in Jamaica, but the comments section is kind of hard to understand because I don't speak the local lingo of Jamaicans. So they usually leave me behind. But this is a really cool source though to keep up with Jamaican news. This is China News, and I still don't know how to pronounce them correctly, and I've been following them for a long time. I think it's about 10 years or so, maybe more. But anyway, this is a good source for China News, but you know, these days there's a whole lot more sources for China, but this is a good source I follow for a long time. This is Al Jazeera English, and these days Al Jazeera is one of the rare sources that is dishing out the truth. This is the news source of Julius Malema and his economic freedom fighters of South Africa. CNA actually stands for Channel News Asia, and this source is out of Singapore. AllAfrica.com is news stories about all of Africa, and this is Africans doing news stories about Africans, and it's excellent information. This is one of my sources for Native American news. This is the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe. And the reason I use them is that they're the oldest tribe in America. They've been in place here for at least 12,000 years. And they were here and they greeted the Mayflower when the Pilgrims got off the boat. So they're a good source of information. They're not the only ones I use for Native American news, but they're a good one. One of the other things I'd do is I'd actually follow the news anchor who'd broadcast a story. I'd ask them questions about news stories I was interested in, and a lot of times they would tell me stuff that wasn't even originally broadcast. So a lot of them are friendly. It doesn't matter what country they're in. If you're interested in something, you find a news broadcaster from the country or region or whatever you're looking for, a lot of times they'll just talk to you. So here are a few of the news anchors that I used to follow. And I've talked with all of them about news stories, and they've given me a lot of in-depth stuff. They're really cool folks. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I hope what I've said here helps you find out the information that you want to know.